Hello, everybody, and welcome on back to another episode of my gaming vlog series, Hardspace Shipbreaker. It has been a very, very long time since I have played this, and do I need tethers? Might as well pick up some tethers. One more. All right. Anyway, welcome on back. This is my gaming vlog series. For anyone that doesn't know what the heck that means, that is where I play a game and I do like a stream of consciousness thing and update people on my life and stuff. So welcome on back. It has been a hot minute. I actually don't remember. What was the last episode. Well, I know it was episode 42, but I don't know what we talked about or what the heck was going on at that time in my life. I've been a little busy. I've been a little busy. Let's stick that on there. How do I? God, it's been that long. I think I am gonna stick with my gut. My gut tells me do 50 episodes of this, and then we'll move on into our next game. There's actually a lot of simulator games that are coming out, which I feel like could really be the sweet sauce for this game series. One of them being Power Wash. For anyone that doesn't know, we did beat the story in this game, which was awesome. Don't get me wrong. I loved the story in this, and there is like an endless mode. We might come back to this, but I've just been feeling like the need to mix things up for this gaming vlog series. Oh my goodness, where to start, guys? I'm trying to remember what we talked about in last episode. I really should get better with these episodes and making sure to check what we talked about in the previous episodes. Bad YouTuber on my part. I guess we'll start off with recap on life. You know, I've been pretty good. Story has also been really good. We're currently still in the works of figuring out wedding stuff. Kind of where we're at. We have decided on a place that's like our number one pick, I guess you could say. The only problem is that shit is expensive, as I'm sure many of you know out there. Shit be really expensive. So right now we're kind of debating between, do we do a wedding or do we just go and get the paper and just call it a day? Which I know for some of you guys might be like, but Chris, like, have a baller wedding, take pictures, celebrate, and we want to. But a big problem with that is it's expensive. It's like the most affordable place that we actually really liked. It's like $50,000, guys. That's me just paraphrasing on how much it's gonna be. But $50,000 is a lot of money that we both don't just have readily. Like we would have to really save and maybe take out like a loan or something like that. We could use that money to go get a house. You know what I mean? We could use that money for so many things, as much as we do want to celebrate our big day, getting married. So that's kind of like where we're at right now. We're doing some more like price evaluation and stuff like that. Wow, these crates are chunky. Very chunky crates. It doesn't help that this giant panel is like in the way. So anyway, we're gonna do some more research and pricing, and my parents have kind of said that they might be willing to help or might be able to help out a little bit. So we're not knocking it completely off the grid, but man, it's just we also, because I'm sure some of you might be like, well, why don't you do something like low key? You know, like why don't you just like rent out like a banquet hall or like, you know, like do a restaurant? And for the amount of people that we wanted to invite, I think our list was like 150, like minimum. that almost comes out to be as expensive as doing the place that has like everything almost like included. So at that point, I'm like, well, we would want to do the nicer place that we could do like the ceremony and everything. It's just nuts, man. It's just nuts. Things are so expensive, and I'm honestly just like afraid things are just gonna get worse and worse price-wise and everything, you know. I'm also worried about like my job and everything. But more info on that as we figure stuff out. I will keep you guys updated on that and everything. So yeah, so that's the wedding front. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but I don't know if you can see the front teeth. I think we briefly talked about it last time. I think last episode I was recording, I had my temporaries. For anyone that doesn't know, I have 2 fake teeth. Basically, when I was younger, my dog growing up jumped up and smacked my face and knocked one of my teeth in half. I also had an injury when I was younger that I fell landing face forward, and that knocked the other tooth out. So I've been living with 2 fake teeth for most of my life. Unfortunately, the one tooth that's like half fake, they like basically just glued on what was left of my tooth, and they said, oh, the nerve wasn't exposed. Turned out the nerve was exposed. They had to do a root canal, put temporaries on, and all that stuff. A lot of fun, a lot of money also. I think it came out to be like $600 or $800 or something like that. But my full temporaries are in the porcelain throne of teeth, as I like to call it. That is in my mouth now, and I gotta say, temporary teeth suck, guys. Temporary teeth are the worst. They're so like coarse and aggravating. But they are now out of my mouth, and now I have my full temporaries in, and I gotta say, they're super nice. I think I'm gonna hit 1 star just from these cargo containers. That's insane. Yep. We're also close. I think we're gonna keep, like I said earlier, we're gonna try and keep these episodes up to 50. I'm trying, because like I realize I think we can get made. There might be a better ending if we unlock all of our gear and like own it, rather than like we're renting it to Lynx Corporation. I also want to see, because I think once we hit level 20 here, I think we do get 1 last level up on the types of ships. We get like ranking 10 ships. I don't know what's gonna happen to this panel. This panel makes me really nervous. I'm gonna come down here and try this. I think these panels are just sitting on the outside and they're not attached on the inside. Oop. Yep, they're just attached on the outside. Okay. But yeah, so new teeth, new stuff going on with the wedding. Oh, also happy Memorial Day. Actually, at the time of me recording this, it is Memorial Day weekend. So hope everybody is having a great weekend. I have taken like a little hiatus from making content, mostly just because I've been so busy, and the teeth stuff and health stuff and the wedding stuff and everything kind of took a priority. And I'll be honest, very low motivation lately. Not that I don't enjoy doing YouTube stuff. It's just been tough because I need to like find time to sit down and do the recordings and then edit them and everything, because I do everything on my own. So it's been a little tough. So it's been a while since I've done a Hardspace episode. But even though that is the truth, haven't done one of these episodes in a while, I do have a thank you to say to you guys, gals and pals, because believe it or not, we actually just hit our first YouTube goal. So thank you everybody so much for the support. We I get it, DD. I know. I'm working on it. This thing is huge. For anyone that doesn't know, we have been trying to hit... Where is there's got to be like a fuel shut off here. I think that is the fuel, the flusher. Is there another one on this side? I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, I can cut these pipes now. I hope I can cut these pipes now. Yeah, there we go, baby. Look at that. I think for this one, I think the best deal is to work on the outside, and then we can start working on the inside stuff. That seems to be the best strategy here. Get all this junk and nonsense off of here, and then once we do all that, then we can work on the inside stuff, all the goodies. Hopefully not die. I'm really trying to hit that cert, that next cert up maybe in this episode. I think it's gonna be between this episode and maybe next episode. And then hopefully before we hit 50, we can at least try one of the rank 10 ships, because I don't know why. I feel like at that point, then I feel like we've completed much. I would also love for them to make a sequel to this game. That would be amazing. So who knows? Maybe one day. Devs of Hardspace, Shipbreaker, please make a second game. Make it 2. This game is great. It really helps with my stream of conscious. This is like one of those games that I can just like put on if I don't know what to play and just chill and just unwind and everything. It's kind of like White Knuckle. That's been my latest game that I've just, if I don't know what to play or what to do, I've just been jumping on doing some White Knuckle, which amazing game. Highly recommend you guys check it out. I actually just beat the early access campaign for it, and now I want more. I'm just sitting around kind of like just being like, when are we getting more? When's the next update? I need to know. Let me get this guy out of here. I don't think that's gonna get us to level 2, but how are we looking on the outside here? Anything else? I think that's it for the outside. That's the reactor.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
I feel like maybe we take this apart here. That honestly might be the best deal. I just don't know. How do we... I don't want to blow this up. Can this just come out? No, it can't. If I take that out. I'm gonna do some gentle cutting here. Okay. Yeah, because if that could just go right out that way, that would be amazing. Trying to keep my distance here, just in case that goes kablooey. How safe is it with these demo charges? You know what? I'm feeling ballsy. We haven't died.
You watching the clock, Cutter? You've got 1 minute left.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and do this. Right on those beams. It doesn't look like it's gonna interfere with anything. I hope that's not that big of an explosion.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
How was I supposed to cut that? How was I supposed to cut that, game? You're a liar. Freak. Maybe I should have done it one at a time. Honestly, that's the only thing that I could think of. I should have probably done it one at a time. Hey, you know what? At least not dead. I will take that. I am not dead. That is way better than being dead. There we go.
Material accepted.
Honestly, that's like the tiniest, it's like the tiniest like red bar of like, I'm also trying to save my certs so I can buy the stuff outright, because I think it's like 200 certs per like gear, like helmet, cutter, everything. I do want to kind of level up the demo charges, but you know, if we're trying to actually maybe beat this fully, I probably shouldn't. Let me do some repairs real quick before we jump back in. What was that needs to be repaired? Yeah, can I just see about demo charges? That's the capacity. Tweaks the demo charges explosive self-cleanup mechanism, pursues more reliable control over destruction range. Oh, disarming. Purchase your own demolition charges. Yeah, they're all about like 200. I'm gonna, after this, I'm gonna save. That might have helped having this tier 3 for that. That might have helped for that. I am not gonna buy anything else. I'm gonna save up our certs so that way we can own our own shit. So, all right. Hopefully no more explosions after that, because that was really disappointing. That hurt my soul. That really hurt my soul. All right. Anyway, what else has been going on? I'm trying to think. You know, therapy's been going good. I don't know if we've really talked about it so much. I probably talked about it the first time that I had my like first ever therapy session. For anyone that doesn't know, a big promise I made to myself, also to Story, was that this year was going to be the year that like I take care of myself, not only physically but mentally. So I started off by physically. Well, not physically. I've been starting off mentally. So I do now have a therapist. Her name's Diane. She's great. Funny thing is that Story actually goes and sees the same therapist. So she actually recommended Diane, and Diane has been nothing but just an amazing therapist. So shout out to you, Diane. You're great. She gives me a lot of like really useful advice and stuff like that. So therapy has been going really, really good. Really, really helpful and just beneficial, honestly, for my mental health, because I don't know. I used to go to therapy when I was younger. And I technically graduated. Big thing is that your therapist shouldn't tell you that you graduated. You should feel like you want to graduate. I hate when therapists do that, because it's like, I know like you're my doctor and everything, but like, shouldn't I feel like I don't need this anymore? You know, that might just be me. Some people might need that like validation. Can we hit tier 2 at least on this one? I would love to get this done. What if I just do... No, that's a bad idea. I should really do this like the right way here. Although, if I just do... Hold on. I have a thought. Are all these for the processor? Yeah, look at that. That's efficiency. I still can't believe that blew up. That kind of bugs me. You clean up all the little junk that I can. I know it's not getting me a whole lot of money, but at least it's better than nothing. That's gonna bother me. Okay. All right. We should probably now. This is the reactor area. I'm guaranteeing that the reactor is in there. Let's take a look on the inside. Let's take a look on the inside. This must have been like some kind of like cargo barge or something like that.
Airlock depressurizing.
This is the dangerous part. This is the part that I always end up dying on.
Airlock pressurizing.
Oh, I need fuel. I need fuel and I need tethers. Oh, there's fuel. The thruster fuel. that? Oh, I like that poster. Over the Moon Brewery. That's pretty cool. I'm sure that there's like oh, hi. I'm sure that there's like tons of stuff that I'm missing here. Wires over here. Where's this lead? This leads to the cockpit. Ooh, atmospheric regulator is busted in here, so that's gonna be a fun. That atmospheric regulator also busted. Is there any atmospheric regulator that is not busted? That one.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, we're depressurized. Actually, we should be good just to open up the back door here and then be good pressure-wise. I'm gonna try.
Airlock depressurizing.
Hey, okay, all right. So I think honestly the only look at that. So the only area that is not pressurized, I had a vision thing. There we go. I think the only area that is pressurized is this forward compartment plus the cockpit area. So if I can find a way through, here we go. If I can find a way through here and I can find some of the joints. Are there no joints in here? How is this attached to the ship? Ah, there we go. We should be okay. This whole entire area should be okay, right? Yeah. Just gonna do one last. Don't move. Don't move. So, does that just come off now? Does it just slide off? I never understand. I feel like I always do this depressurizing, repressurizing shit, and I always fuck it up somehow. All right, let's see. So I think it's just... Is it just on like a ring? Ooh. That doesn't look right. How does this come off? I think it's just like a ring. Like it just slides off. Whoa, God. Do you just slide right off? Let's find out. I don't know how this works. It's gonna be problematic. See, I wish I could get into the front area here. Although I have a simple, easy way of fixing this. If I can depressurize this captain's thing here. Okay. You should be okay. Yeah, and now that that's depressurized, the whole ship should be depressurized. All right. Let me take care of this in here. All right. Boop.
Salvage secured.
We're almost at rank 2. Anyway, oh yeah, sorry. Talking about life and stuff. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't even know where I last left off. Wedding stuff, teeth stuff, work stuff has been okay, I would say. We got some stressful stuff coming up. For anyone that doesn't know, I do content creation, but I also have a 9-to-5 job. I work for a company that sells education programs, and we actually have a really, really big, scary meeting coming up. So out of the blue, right before Memorial Day weekend, which this is when I'm recording this episode, my boss hits me up and is like, hey, I need you and the team to work on PowerPoint presentations, introducing yourselves, you know, like the easy things like, oh, hey, credit drive. He's like, you know, like the easy things like who you are, a fun fact, how long you've been with the company, hobbies, stuff like that. So I was like, all right, so started working on it. Turns out that we have a meeting for my tiny little department with like a one-on-one meeting with one of the head ups of the company. Like I don't know if he's CEO or CFO, but he's up there. So we have one of those meetings this upcoming month, I think later in June, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really nervous because you see that kind of meeting pop up on your teams and you're like, what do you mean we're meeting with this huge person in this company? What do you mean? So that meeting,
Got about 5 minutes left, so you're done for the day.
that meeting is coming up, and I don't really know how to feel about it. Is this still pressurized? This is still freaking pressurized. Oh, I hate that. That's scary. What if I just... That's definitely pressurized, right? I feel like that is definitely pressurized. You are without a doubt pressurized. How do I get in here without dying? How do I get in there without dying? It's a good question, Chris. I have no idea. I feel like this is just gonna... That's unpressurized. I saw the Why is that? Why? Hold on. There's got to be a way to get in here. I feel like, ugh, dude, I don't play this for a while and I'm just all over the place mentally and that's danger. Okay. That's danger. What if I just do... Aha! Now we're fully depressurized. I know someone out there in the comments one day is gonna yell at me for this. I think we needed to do the front here. And then I think we can then pull it off like ring by ring through the front. Right? I think that's how we do this. No, I don't want to get hit by it. Oh God. Whoa. Last time I got knocked in the head by one of those and it hurt. All right, so then I think we can just pull the rest of these rings off. I think that's what I was doing wrong. I think it's got to be front bearing, like it's got to come from the front. Honestly, this is like one of my favorite parts, like just decoupling, like pulling apart the ships like this. It's so cool. It's so satisfying. Let's see. But yeah, lot of interesting stuff, a lot of scary stuff. But you know, I'm sure everything's gonna be okay. I have a pretty good manager. You know, he really looks out for us. I honestly feel like where are you going? Where are you going here? Not all of you can go right to the processor. You can go to the processor. You can go right down to the barge.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Processing object. Applying credit to... Cutter, there's 1 minute left till the end of the shift.
Yeah, I know, DD, I know. I'm trying here. It's just all freaking airlocks. Okay. I'm curious to see. I don't think we're gonna hit Cert 20. I don't think that's possible in the amount of time that we have for this episode. I usually keep these episodes to like what, like 30, usually like 30-ish minutes. I also got a lot of recording to do. I've dedicated today just to like getting recording done, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But you should see the list of demo review videos that I have. It's a long one, but I just wanted to get this episode out and recorded and everything. So otherwise, you know, everything's been good, moving along. Got a lot of plans also coming up for the YouTube channel as well as Twitch. I'm going to be doing a big rebranding in the near future. Nothing too crazy, not like changing a ridiculous amount of stuff or anything like that. Well, actually, you know, some of the aesthetics are going to change, my color palette, font that I use. We got new merch stuff lined up and everything, so I'm very excited for that kind of stuff. So but anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode of Hardspace Shipbreaker, my gaming vlog series. Like I said, I think I'm going to keep this up to episode 50, and then after that we will move into our next gaming vlog series, which is going to be Power Wash Simulator. I am going to use that as more as like a guest star kind of format. I'm going to have friends come on and we'll have somebody on for the episode just to talk about stuff and life and stuff like that. So it should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. So but anyway, if you have any thoughts about anything that we talked about, or if you just want to chat with me, you know, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Again, thank you everybody so much for helping us hit our first ever YouTube goal. It was to hit 500 subscribers. We are well on our way of becoming a YouTube partner. We just need to up the watch time hours. We're at, I think last time I checked, 2,500, and we need about 3,000. So we're this close to hitting YouTube partner. So help us out if you can and do all the other things like comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. And until next time, guys, gals, and pals, bye-bye.